Deep in the hills of northern Italy, high above the Mediterranean, the village of Molini di Triora. It's over 1,000 years old. It's famously known for its economic crisis in the 16th century, where all the local witches were blamed for the problems. However, it's also the confluence of 3 major rivers and also the confluence of some amazing mountain bike trails. Over the next few days, we're going to be doing a high-level, self-supported trip in the mountains, taking on mountain refuges and carrying all our kit. Two days of proper mountain riding were ahead of us. An uplift took us beyond the tarmac road and onto the tree line at 5,000 feet. From here it transferred onto the salt road to the Garezzo tunnel, from where we were to start the trip proper. It climbed to Monte Saccarello, the highest point of Liguria. So we've been riding up what's famously known as the salt road. It's a relatively easy double track and that takes us right up there to the Garezzo. It's called the salt track because they simply brought salt from the coast inland during the wartime. So we've just done a solid 40-minute climb up the road here to the Garezzo, the pass, which takes us through the tunnel into the Valle Rocha. I just want to introduce you to 2 other members of the team here in the mountains today. Keith Parker from Manchester, he also lives here in Italy because he's a very sensible man. And also Roberto Vanassa, who is a famous guy in this area for doing uplift and making some of the finest downhill tracks in the world. He's also the Italian national downhill coach. We're going to catch up with these guys later on. So far we've been riding in eco mode because we've got a big day ahead of us. Just come out of the tunnel and this is what we got for the rest of the day. High level single track. We just spotted a local eagle, it's called a Poiana, up in the hills there. Absolutely massive. Don't want to mess around with that one. Climbed to one of the first passes and I know that there's been 2 people hounding us in the background for the last hour and they've just caught up with us here on the top of the hill. And guys, where are you from?
Nice.
From Nice?
France.
Yeah. Are you on a one-day trip or?
One day.
And what did you start in Molini?
Yes.
No! Really? Like so we got an uplift. And these guys cycle all the way from the village. It's crazy. How long have you been riding e-bikes? How long have you been riding e-bikes?
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years, yes, 2 years or so.
Yeah. Did you ride mountain bikes before?
Yes.
Yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
Very long time.
Right. Well, fair dues. I couldn't help myself when I asked these guys how old they are. 65, climbing super technical trails in the mountains. Wow, how cool is that? Luca, we've got to the pass. What's in the itinerary for the next couple of hours?
We just did the steepest climb. Now we're riding on the ridge, smooth trail, flowy, all the way to the top of Saccarello.
Yeah, like you said, it's all out in the open, all ridgeline stuff.
Yep.
Never done a
Good
ride
views.
like this before. Yeah. The trail to the summit of Saccarello was high, wide and flat out. We took a breath under a watchful eye and tucked in some snacks as the whole of Italy spread out around us. It was fully stunning. Eat natural salted caramel bar, about 100 of them in the last week.
Fantastic. Torta Verde, local pie, beautiful. The same moment they built one for this one. That one is the highest mountain of Alpi Ligure.
Right. This is the highest mountain of Alpi Ligure.
Yes. And then they put another one in the sea. I don't know if it's the lower place in the sea of the Ligurian Sea. Honestly, I don't know, but I know there are one.
Yeah. What's it made out of?
I don't know.
Huh? Silver?
No, that's bronze.
That's bronze, is it? So like Roberto says, we're at the highest point of Alpi Liguria, and it's we're looking at about 6,500 feet. What's quite interesting is we've climbed pretty much for the last couple of hours, and I'm a bit paranoid about my battery life. Some of those climbs are super technical, so I had to go into boost mode because we've got a backpack as well. So I'm currently on 2 bars, just gone on 2 bars, and we've got 3 hours of riding left. So if you're going to attempt a ride like this, you really have got to ride in eco or trail as much of the day as you possibly can, because we've only got 1 battery with us to get to the refuge tonight. Well, Keith, not a bad spot, is it?
It's amazing, just look at the view.
Yeah. It's quite a variety of riding around here too, right?
Yeah, it's amazing, just from 50 miles that way to 50 miles that way. It's just mountains leading down to the sea. Fantastic.
You live partly here and partly Manchester, right?
Yeah, 6 months of the year in Italy. The
What a
best
lucky
riding
bastard.
months, spring and autumn.
From here we traversed a massive ridgeline for several hours. A mix of climbing and descending, high speed, low speed, goats, sheep and the ever-present cliff edges. Battery consumption was a hot topic. Right, we started off pedaling about 11:30. It's now about 2:45. My battery's just gone on to red, and we've got, what have we got, Luca? A couple hundred feet left of climbing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's all descent.
Yeah, so a couple hundred feet of climbing, and then it's all descent. But it's interesting to know what the rest of the team are on. Luca weighs 60 kilos?
Yeah, 62.
Yeah, Luca's on 60 kilos, and what have you got left in your battery?
50%.
50%. Roberto, what you got there? 2 bars?
2 bars, 75, 80 kilos.
Oh, you said 80 kilos earlier.
Yeah,
It's
but
already
the
come
problem-
down to 75.
80 kilos with all the things.
And Keith, what much battery you got left there?
I got about 50%.
Oh no!
And,
What's going on?
about 70-75 kilos.
So there you go. We've done a video, myself and Jess, on how much weight affects range. And in the last video we did, we showed that it was about 2 kilometers. However, in mountain terrain like this, it goes to show that it actually makes quite a difference on weight. So Roberto Vanassa, 60 years old, absolutely smoking us all on those climbs, right? You having a good time?
Non ho capito un cazzo.
Roberto, you were the first person to have uplift in Liguria, or in Italy, right?
Yeah, probably in Italy with other friends, with my brother and other guys of Sanremo and Molini di Triora.
Yeah.
I am sure we start with a uplift with shuttling service in 1999, I think.
99, crikey.
Yeah.
So Roberto runs uplift service in San Romolo, and it's the place where all the top teams go every year to test their products. So Roberto, you spent a lot of time digging tracks in San Romolo, right?
Yes, a lot of time.
Yeah.
Last year, when I was on the downhill track, I thought, it's 20 years that I cleaned this track, always alone. I am tired.
Yeah. So you had two new hips, and you said earlier you missed 10 years of your life because your hips weren't working.
Yeah. I did the first one, and then I weighed too much for the second one, and I lost 10 years. But now, with the e-bike, with everything, it's another time. I am young now.
So yeah, it's great to be experiencing these e-bikes in a place like this, right?
Yeah, it's wonderful. And then I think my region, my country is so good with the mountain, really mountain, and in front we have the sea, the beach, where you can ski in the afternoon to ride with the bike. It's a very, very nice place, Liguria of Italy.
It's Leave it at that. Over there we have France. Climb over the customs post. And over there, Italy. We've climbed 3,000 feet to this pass, and now we're going to hammer it back down to Upaga. Upaga! No, Roberto, get in the shot. Get here. We need to speak to you. I need to have a chat with you. You said back there that it was round the corner.
Yeah.
Now he's come around the corner and there's another mountain to climb.
Yes, a little bit. It's not really downhill, but it's okay.
I'm glad
you are fit.
I'm glad you got a sense of humour, Roberto. I'm on red, right? So I know that I've got about 1 kilometre and about 200 feet of climbing left. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to push a bit more, and I'm going to save my last bit of battery for that.
Yeah.
That summit.
When you are in the top, then it's only downhill.
So you promise? Say that.
I promise.
I somehow feel ourselves recording this again in half an hour's time. Let's go.
But it's nice place, no?
Well, Roberto was good as his word. After a little bit of bike swapping to conserve the battery consumption on the bikes, we managed to get ourselves to the top of the pass. And now it should be all downhill. But I've heard that before. The crew pondered, albeit for about a minute, before we dropped quickly off the mountain, at first flat out before we started to stitch our way through some magic single track amongst the colourful larch woodland. Sadly, Roberto's had a call in. He's actually going to go shopping tonight, so he's going to head back to San Romolo.
No shopping.
So, hey, Roberto, it's been great having you in the mountains. Shame you can't come down and share a bottle of Omiasco with us. Maybe next time, yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, when you leave?
Oh, we'll be in Molini tomorrow.
Oh, so probably I come tomorrow.
Great.
To drink.
Like that.
I bring Ormeasco
Yeah.
and Rossese. Do you know Rossese?
Yeah. See.
I have one Rossese, was wonderful.
Perfect.
So, thank you very much.
See you tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, see
Hey,
you tomorrow.
be careful going up the mountain by
Yeah,
yourself.
of course.
Locanda de Upaga, end of day 1. All the tanks totally emptied, empty battery, empty food. Now it's time to recharge, get some beers in and start all over again tomorrow. It had been a long day in the mountains. Poor weather and low battery levels meant a last minute change of plan. There's always going to be a plan B, right? And so it was. We tucked into a tower block of fine polenta, fresh wild boar and a few glasses of red. Next day weather warnings meant we had some last minute decision making to do. And so it was that we cut a deal with Enrico, the local hunter, for some last minute courier work. Absolutely hilarious.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Sounds like another big day ahead in the mountains from Luca's itinerary he's just told us. Another day of battery conservation, I think, for these guys at least. So we've got a big ride today and Enrico is going to shuttle us up a couple of 100 meters because the rain looks like it's coming in. So we want to get out of that weather as quickly as possible. Nice one, Enrico.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I haven't broken down. We've heard that there's a big storm coming in, so the lighter riders have blasted up to the pass in turbo mode. Meanwhile, Enrico has very kindly offered to uplift me and Jack a little bit further up the mountain, so we're going to conserve some battery because we're carrying heavier backpacks, and also try to make up some time. So it's pretty cozy little fit in there for we drive.
He said 250 meters. So far 550.
Yeah.
It's 6 kilometers and nearly 600 meters. Yeah, 600 meters. We set off at 1300, 1878.
I said 500 meters.
You said 250 last night.
Well, 250 on the asphalt road and 250 on the gravel road. Are you tired?
I feel like I've done something there, yeah. Ready for some
How about
lunch.
you guys? Are you tired?
Thank God for Enrico. Honestly, thank God for Enrico. Legend.
Leroy.
So we arrived at this junction in the forestry and you can see it's mid-October and already the leaves are turning yellow. It's really beautiful here in Italy this time of the year. So we're at 6,000 feet and we're now going to go up to Passo Tonarello, is more around 7,000 feet. So it's starting to rain, so we need to crack on. So we're at the top now of Monte Saccarello. We've climbed a few thousand feet this morning. That was a long road. The rain's starting to come in as it promised. And you know what? My legs are feeling good today compared to yesterday. But we've still had to ride in eco mode for those 2,000 feet. That's a key part of doing a trip like this, to make sure you can get through there. Also, what's quite interesting is like me and Jack are really not used to this altitude. Like, you know, 7,000 feet is beginning to kind of feel it really. Yeah, look, I don't want to hang around on this hill too much. Let's just get off as quick as possible. Wow, this trip, talk about underestimation. Yesterday it was all about Roberto promising that there was the end of the climb, and it was not. Today, remember that Luca yesterday said that the trails in the mountains were a lot easier, a lot double track. That trail we just came down was crazy exposed, super technical, on some real classic mountain bike terrain. Right, what are those legends at Locanda de Upaga provided for us for our snack today? Oh, it's like a brick! Oh my God! So hungry. Holy, look at that. Now that is a bun and a half, right? Look at it. Oh, nice one, guys. You seen these? Oh, these guys are already eating, look at them.
So that's where we've just come down. One of the steepest, gnarliest, crazy trails that I've done in a long time, but amazing, truly amazing trail, really good.
What was the rocks like?
The rocks were slippery, steep, a proper handful, but really, really good fun.
And so to the infamous Cop Killer descent, but not before some more technical, involved single track for about an hour. This was an intense day, slowly burning to a powerful conclusion. Luca, that traverse we just done was absolutely all-time. Brilliant piece of track that. But behind us, that ridge, that was a real challenge. That would have been quite difficult on a non-e-bike, right?
I would never do it on a normal bike.
Almost
Would you?
impossible. I wouldn't want to do it. That would have been no fun at all. I mean, over the years, I've spent a lot of time pushing expensive mountain bikes up hills, but that is a proper e-bike ride, right?
Exactly.
Luca, I'm a bit worried. It was a beautiful trail, but I saw a sign for wolves in the La Conda.
Of course, there's wolf. They're coming back. That's a good news.
Was there actually are wolves in this woods?
Oh yes.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen one, but I've seen some wolves.
Right.
Yeah, is that bad on video?
But I guess so. I guess best plan is to keep to the front of the pack then, right?
Yes, they're gonna take the last one on the line.
Really?
Yeah.
No, are you being serious? There are wolves in these woods?
Yeah.
Okay. Crikey, I didn't know that. We survived wolf attack en route to Cop Killer. Excitement mounting. Wow, I am so excited. We are at the top of Monte Gibbonte, otherwise known as the legendary Cop Killer track. 8 kilometers top to bottom, absolutely flat out. I've broken a jockey wheel. So my neck has exploded, and Luca has shown me a really neat trick how to take your chain off. Just simply by slotting if you got a quick link on there, stick it on the sprocket and hit it with a stone. That was genius. Wow, absolutely love it. Honestly, it's got to be all-time track. I mean, the trees are all yellow and it's like it's all coming past. What do you think, Jack?
Amazing.
It was amazing, right?
Unreal.
Honestly, I'd happily ride 12 hours to get to a track like that.
So what's the plan now, Steve?
I go even faster. I go to ride chainless now because there's still, what have we done, like 2Ks? And it's like an 8K track. I mean, seriously, mental. Wow, Cop Killer, I'm actually exhausted. Been riding now for 5 hours, and to do that last descent, 8 kilometers, but I think that trail probably is one of, if not the best natural technical single track in the world. It's got absolutely everything. It starts off at the top, beautiful arcing turns, earth roots, and then it goes into some really ridiculously high speed sections. What do you reckon, 60 Ks? It's got to be 60 kilometers an hour down to some of that top stuff. And then it starts to get rocky and slatey, so you're going to be really careful. There's loose rocks everywhere, and then some amazing technical single track switchbacks, which you can either rail them or you can hop the background, and then some more smooth open corners, and then it breaks out in the open down the bottom. Honestly, probably one of the best single tracks in the world. It had been a hell of a day, but still it was a long haul back to Molini, and so it was we limped back low on juice, and without any drive to a broken mech, it highlighted the need for solid preparation in such an environment. After some great teamwork towing bikes, all that separated us from a hot shower and a 4-course Italian meal was a quick roadside coffee stop. What an incredible 2 days. The essence of everything e-bike. So the great thing about coming to Italy to do mountain biking is that you can have a great meal at the end of every ride. So here we are in Santo Spirito in Molini, and I can vouch this is a great place to come and to eat. So here is Maria Chiara. Great to come back here. So what have we got on the menu tonight?
Tonight there are antipasti. Antipasto is typical Ligurian starter, hot and cold, and after pasta. Okay, ravioli with butter and sage is typical, or pasta with mushroom.
Yeah.
In this period there are a lot of mushroom, and soup.
Yeah, and
bean soup.
secondi?
Okay, there are escargot, snail.
Yeah,
Okay.
snails. Crikey, I'm not sure about that.
The plate of this country,
Yeah,
and venison, rabbit,
yeah,
mushroom.
right.
Okay. And a lot of type of cheese.
Yeah, roast beef.
Roast beef is
Okay.
English roast beef.
English
all
roast
the
beef.
red.
Right. Well, I think we have a bit of everything, right? So yeah, I think we'll take everything, please, Maria.
Okay.
Great. Thanks.
Okay, start the dinner. Okay.